parted from the capital recurrent ratio, ratio we've seen. So there is no big bang as far as this year is concerned. And even looking at the budget assumptions, you also get worried and concerned. Inflation rate assumed at 12.something%. Exchange rate assumed at 305 naira to a dollar. Even GDP growth at 2.4%. For Nigeria to grow at 2.4%. We need, that we're already negative of 2.4, so you have to double our growth, So the budget assumption is a challenge. The allocation to the to capital expenses, capital is a challenge. Even the debt service ratio, I think 1.6 trillion, so high. The debt service ratio is about 33% of the total expected revenue for both the one from oil, independent revenue, and from other sources. So we are still, but then the House of Assembly are working on the budget. We are sending our draft memorandum and all of those to see how all of these comments can be harmonized. The way the budget is presented now, we are not sure if it is really clean enough to be able to deliver us out of this recession.
But do you think that there are businesses that could still record some kind of gains, profits at this time of recession, despite the fact that not many companies are making profits? Yeah. Are there businesses that people still go into that would also, record some marginal profit at least?
Yes, of course. When we're saying that the economy is in recession, we're not saying that everybody is losing. But the number of companies or individuals that are on the losing end are far more than the side that is gaining. So there are things you can do if you're very smart, if you can take risk and you calculate your risk very well, which I'm not going to be able to give details of those type of businesses as at this time. But the truth is that there are still a lot of things that you can do. But the message is that you have to be cautious, you have to be very calculating. Sometimes this period is even better you take, you stay at the board and watch very well before you take position. So it's about calculating very, very well. But the truth is that for investors, they believe that during recession, whether you are in stock, whether the market have bottomed out, you can go in. Whether it is other form of investment, you can go in. But it's really, really a big issue. And I can tell you this: a lot of foreign investors are still interested in this country, sitting at the fence, looking at our policies. And one of those policies is cleaning up the doing business challenge. Doing business indicators and environment is still very, very rough. Capital importation into this country is at a record low. From January to September, capital imported into this country through FDI, through portfolio investment, is just a little bit above $3 billion. Last year, during
$3 billion.
Yes, last year during the same 9 months comparison, it's about $9 billion US dollars. So you can see where we are. We're falling about 56%. This is just a reflection of the crisis we've seen in the foreign exchange scenario. So the solution to the crisis, why government is pumping more money, either through reducing interest rates, and the major solution is to clean up the foreign exchange crisis. And in doing so, the Fiscal Policy Authority and the Monetary Policy Authority must work together. For now, we have not seen enough complementarity between these two authorities that are very, very important to lead us out of this recession.
Now, the Forex issue is one very, very sensitive one for Nigerians. This morning, a colleague of mine will say that the dollar is being exchanged at 500.
I've not heard this.
I heard that this morning.
The dollar
is 500 at the parallel market now, not at the official window where the central bank is actively involved in that, and other institutions. But we're seeing the Naira exchanging at the parallel market at 500 to the greenback. So it's a very, very dire situation for Nigerians.
Where we find ourselves, where we are today, the major cause of the crisis is foreign exchange issue. The liquidity, the supply of foreign exchange into this country, either through diaspora remittances, either through gains or receipt from oil sales, either through foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment, whether it's going into portfolio or whether it's going into the real sector, is very low. Even diaspora remittances from abroad is also very low. So we need to clean up the system and boost confidence. Once the confidence is returning or returned, of course, liquidity or inflow of foreign exchange will come in.
Thank you so much. Talking about not just about Christmas, but beyond Christmas, how do we also enjoy our daily living. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent Nwani.
Thank you for having me.
Director of Research and Advocacy at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for sharing your thoughts with us on how Nigerians are faring at this very critical period. We'll go on a break now. I'll be right back. Stretch here on Business Morning, the final moments here on the program. We'll take you again to the markets, this time the equities market, as to see how the markets, the numbers are doing. The market is actually set in continuous trade. It opened at 9:30 a.m. local time. Chukwuma Anyanwu is the head of research at GTI Securities, and it joins us from Lagos. Chukwuma, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Bolaji. It's great to be here.
Tell us quickly. Yesterday we saw how the markets rebounded. 0.18%. The Osher Index was in the green after 3 sessions of losses. What happened?
Oh, well, it's just bargain hunters coming back to the market to quickly do some small trades before, since opportunities have opened up with the 3 successive days or continuous days of market depreciation. So it's just a form of reprieve for the market when it has lost consecutively for that period. Bargain hunters come back in and take short-term positions.
Are you sure that these bargain hunters will not make profit again? Because we have just a few. This is the last trading session for the week, just before Christmas, and some people are actually waiting on the sidelines to make money for the markets. Is that likely to happen today?
Absolutely. The thing is, for the longest period of time, since after the major FPIs and major institutional investors left the market, what we've seen is a situation where when I say bargain hunting opportunities, I'm actually focusing a lot more on the retail investors. They are the ones who would quickly come in when there is a 2-3 day consecutive loss in the market. They come in, take advantage of depreciated prices and exit in the next possible available bull run. So I'm expecting that even before the close of the market is still marginally up by 0.03%. And so I think before the day closes, we'll still see more pressure, more sell pressure, because I've actually been of the opinion that this week was going to be a sell week for most of the investors. So yes, I think we'll see profit-taking activities sooner than we expect.
Yesterday, 2 major sectors were actually attractive to investors: the oil and gas sector and also the industrial sector, industrial goods sector. Are we likely to see a repetition of the performance of these stocks again today?
Funny you say so, because the oil and gas space is actually up by 1.06% now. So I think, and the industrial goods is unchanged as we speak. I think, it's looking like a lot more attention is being paid to oil and gas and industrial goods and a few others. Yeah, but basically, it's just for people where people think that there are opportunities for profit taking, and they quickly jump into stocks when they've come down quite significantly. We've seen a progressive depreciation in that. Actually, it's been up and down. It's been very active. When positive news comes in, you see massive rebound in the space for oil and gas. And when there is, when people believe that it's fully priced, they exit. So we've seen a lot of activities from oil and gas, and it's currently positive to 1.06% as we speak. So
a positive end for today's trading session, is that what you're saying?
I seriously have my doubts. I think we'll see more of sell pressure coming back into the market than bargain hunting.
Okay, sell pressure could mean a loss at the end of the session. Thank you very much, Chukwuma Anyanwu, head of research at GTI Securities, talking about how investors are waiting to make profits out of the market. For those who are bargain hunters, are already active at the moment. And also we're seeing how the fact that some stocks could drive, or some sectors could drive market performance for the last trading session for the week just before Christmas. So at this point that we've come to the end of Business Morning. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you actually gain 1 or 2 things, and we also wish you the very best at these holidays. I'm Bolaji Akinwale.